Hello, welcome back to our series Publish Your Own Library. So last week we automated the deployment of our library. So this week we will learn how to version your library so then a user can use a previous version or the next version, so then you can ensure backward compatibility or forward compatibility. So if you enjoyed the video, as usual, you can support the channel by subscribe and like, and happy video. Okay, so here I'm in a different project than the Timber package, so it's the very first iteration on the first week, so you can see that it still has the method .hello. And if you look at the Go mode, you can see that the version of the Timber package is like a really weird timestamp, and SHA, it's actually the commit. So in Go, you control release by a tag, so you can see here on the GitHub page. So the goal of today is to create that tag for you. So if you remember last week, we automated the deployment and I was talking about an action. So here you have an action from someone, and if I copy that action into the workflow we created last week, just after the build, so it means that that workflow has now two jobs. The first job that we created last week called build, and then I grabbed that that new job from the README from that person. So you can create your own action. So the action he created is really simple. It's just gonna release a tag for our library. So visit that page. So essentially you have an environment variable, GitHub token. So don't worry about that one. So a GitHub token is created for each workflow directly. So it's just a way for the library, the action library, to find that token. Then uses means that which action to use from that package, RYMNDHNG. So that's the person who created the package for us. So I think he did it in Clojure, so there's just a bunch of code in Clojure to release and build a tag and then push the tag. And then 38, 39 is just the strategy to bump the version of the library. So I don't know if you're familiar with the semantic versioning of a software library. So essentially a library has 3 digits. So first one is major, second one is minor, so the one you can see on the screen right now, and then the last one is patch. So for instance, if you see a library with a version like 2.6.12, it means that 2 is the major version, 6 is the minor version, and 12 is the patch version. So usually major version is like breaking changes, minor version is just the iteration, the features you're working on, you're delivering features, and patch version is usually when there's an incident or a bug to fix urgently, you iterate the patch version. So yeah, so very simple. So you notice that I added line 32. It needs the build job to be executed first. So there's dependency between the jobs that you can declare. So then I will just commit that change from the YAML file, and we will have a look to the action. So you can see that the CI picked up that I pushed something new. So you can see the two jobs here. So you can see that release job can't start if build job is not finished and green. So the build job, nothing has changed since last week. So we're just building it and then running the test we wrote. That's it. So really straightforward. So build is green, so then you can see that release job got kicked off. So essentially you're gonna see the code that person deployed in its package. So you can see that he put some Clojure code in a Docker container, and it has some Git API action. There you go, all green. So then you can see our first release, because we bumped the minor, it bumped from 0.0.0 to 0.1.0. So that's the latest. So all good, and it works as intended, and it's really quick. So here, if we go back to the project, as a reminder, to update a package, you use go get -u. U means that you update that dependency to the most suitable one. So then if we go do a go get -u on our Timber package in that project. So here I'm not in the right directory, so it's gonna try to find the go mod of tutorial, whereas I should be in draft. So you can see that it hasn't updated our go mod. So I need to cd into draft like that. So then if I do it again, you can see that so that it updated the dependency of a dependency. That's fine, but it's also updated that weird commit thing to 0.1.0, and then you can see that my IDE got refreshed, and now .hello doesn't exist anymore because we deleted that a while ago. And you can see all the bunch of stuff we did across the few weeks, the late few weeks. There you go. So you can declare the printer, and we can try that out to check that everything is working. Okay, so remember we put a Timber example package, so then we can put some branch and print that out. Yeah, there you go. So it's all working as intended. Alright, hope you enjoyed that really quick and easy software versioning of our library. So massive thanks to the people developing those actions. So you can read more about how to develop your own action, and also about this very specific action. So you can see it just takes like 5 minutes to version your software and distributing it like a pro. Happy coding everyone, and see you next week. Bye.